Hey y'all, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you guys. I am so late with this word, but I had to get it out. I'm finally sitting still, so I've just been going nonstop. but real quick, I recorded a prophetic dream for y'all. I'm gonna upload that as soon as I can. And that one was called Delivery Time, but I just want to talk to y'all a little bit more about it. So God gave me a dream last week, showing me that we were going into some people were going into their delivery season, where it was time for them to finally deliver their baby, right? And so, just to say this real quick, that dream was a continuance from a previous dream he gave me, where he was showing me that one where we were in our final trimester. Now, some people are in different seasons, so you have to pray and ask God for him to show you and reveal what season you are in with him. But for those when we were in our final trimester, that's when God was changing things in us, working some things out of us, showing us things about ourselves, that still needed healing, that still needed to be dealt with, right? And if you met God in those areas and you made those changes, and you've been working on them, you may be going into your delivery season, which is what I'm about to talk to y'all about right now. But if you are in your final trimester and God is still changing things and trying to work some things out of you, do not fight him in the process, because you will only delay your delivery. Okay, so moving forward with the delivery season, y'all. Oh my God, y'all, I had this dream last week, but I've been experiencing it all this week. And God has been reminding me of what it was like giving birth to my daughter. And he reminded me that delivery comes with labor pains. Because I'm thinking, okay, I had the dream that, it's my delivery time, but I did not expect what came. It was just nonstop stuff, like back to back to back. And it was negative things. By the grace of God, I got through it. But it was nonstop stuff, and it was just a lot. It was a lot. This whole year has been a lot, but this past week it amped up to a whole nother level. So if this is what you've been going through, then 9 times out of 10 you are probably in your delivery season. So I hope I'm not too late with this word, but I said I need to release it either way. So that's what I've been dealing with, and that's what a lot of people have been dealing with. If you're in your delivery season, he reminded me of my daughter and my labor pains, and everybody's delivery is different. Some people sneeze and their baby comes out. Everybody delivery is different. When I was giving birth to my daughter, it took 3 days. I was laid up in a hospital bed for 3 days, uncomfortable. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't drink anything. And at one point, they almost lost me, and they thought they were just going to have to save my baby. So, everybody's delivery is different. What you want to make sure you do is stay close to God during this time. And I feel like the most important part was just letting you know what season you're in. You can't quit. You are literally in your delivery stage right now. You have to push. You are literally giving birth right now. You have to push through. You have to continue to push through. Okay? So that's why I wanted to make this video real quick. If it seems like everything has just been amped up and going wrong left and right, and this thing is like, are you serious? This too? It's been like that back to back to back. You are about to give birth and you need to push through. You guys, so I think this was yesterday, last night or whatever. I almost reached my breaking point, and then I got to the point where I was driving and I was on a highway, and I just got so frustrated and I just got so upset. And I have a lot of ways I go to battle, go to war spiritually. Like, praise is definitely my weapon. I'm definitely a worshiper at heart. I fast, often, but I don't rebuke the enemy enough like I should. And I don't declare, things over my life, the promises of God over my life enough like I should. And I don't know, something just, I guess because I'm kind of laid back, I don't know, y'all, but something just hit me last night after everything I was going through, and I just reached my little breaking point a little bit, and I was on a highway, and and I rebuked the devil like I never had before in my life. And I told him to take his hands off of everything that belonged to me. I started claiming everything that God had for me. I told him he was a liar. I rebuked every lie that he was trying to speak to me in the situation. When I tell you, I just went to bat and went to war while I was on that highway. And towards the end of it, as I was confessing the promises of God over my life, over my family, as I was confessing all of that and rebuking the enemy, I let out a nice long scream, shout. I was able to shout. I was on a highway. I was on the freeway. And when I tell you, I felt like I literally pushed something out. Oh, man, I felt like I literally pushed something out. And it was just amazing. It was amazing. And we need to do more of that. You need to claim your baby. You need to claim your promises. You need to tell the devil that he is a liar. You need to remind him as well as yourself of what God has said and rebuke him. I told him he had to take his hands off of what belonged to me. Lord Jesus, y'all. And just the amazing part about all this, after the rough week I had last night, like I rebuked him and everything, the end of that night, I had a surprise, something I wasn't even expecting. And when I tell you, it about brought me to tears, and I couldn't stop screaming with joy. And God, this is just one of the things that had been delayed in my life or whatever, and it was released to me. It was released to me that night. And something shifted it as well. I found myself driving down the same streets I had been on several times, and it looked like, they looked new to me all of a sudden. It looked like streets I had never seen before. It looked like it was my very first time seeing these streets. And I didn't want to make this too long, you guys, but I just really, really, really wanted to encourage whoever was going through their delivery season to push through. And God suggested that it would help, especially for those who've had children, if you remember what it was like giving birth and what that was like for you, so you can understand what you're going through right now, and to push through and don't give up. And he also kept saying, he keeps emphasizing that everything is going to change so quickly. He was reminding me how my life changed so quickly after I had my baby. My life was forever changed the moment I saw my baby girl. I was not even the same woman anymore. I saw everything differently the moment I had her. Just like last night when I was driving and I rebuked the enemy and I claimed ownership over everything that belonged to me. And I told him to take his hands off of what belonged to me. When I let all that out, even the streets looked different to me. God was saying, this stuff is going to happen quickly. As you give birth, everything is going to happen quickly. And a lot of people are having early release. This is all going to happen so quickly. And you are not, your life is going to change in an instant. Just like when you had your baby, things will never be the same after this. It's going to change so quickly. It's going to change so quickly for the better. Oh, my God. And it's going to be worth it. You think about when you first laid eyes on your baby girl or your baby boy, and just how worth it those 9 months were. Everything you went through, how they were worth it. This was a priceless gift that only God can give. And it is worth it to push. It is worth it to push through, to keep pushing. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't give up. The promises on the other side of this. So I'm going to let y'all go, but I just want to encourage anybody, if this is the season that you are in, you are literally in the delivery room. Continue to push through. Continue to push through. This is just your confirmation. Your blessings are on the other side. God's promises for you are on the other side. All right? Okay, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And I'm going to try to release that dream as soon as I can. I have a lot of stuff to release, but I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Continue to push through if this is the season you are in. God has not forgotten about you. He is right there by your side, but you got to push. You are right there. Don't you dare quit. Just continue to push through, okay? You got this. It will be worth it. Things will change in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. Everything will change, but you got to continue to push through. All right, y'all. All right, I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Hey, y'all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you guys. I am so late with this word, but I had to get it out. I'm finally sitting still, so I've just been going nonstop. But real quick, I